Hey, so today we got this Mira Adept. Hello, that's me, Professor Plumb. And we got this shower cartridge, which is Adept. So, proper Mira part is from National Shower Spares. And we're going to be trying to fit that. So, first off, I'm going to open this up, have a little look, see what we got. Now, I'm hoping there's some little trainers in there as well. But we've got something in the instructions that's going to tell us what we're looking at. So, it shows, it looks exactly the same. Now, it shows that there's a concealing cap, a locking ring. So, all of the instructions are on here. The main thing we're looking at is how to actually take this head off. So, you can see you've got that cap that needs to be removed before we can access everything else. So you know we've got to take that cap off. Not really any obvious way. Now I've got this little pick, little toothpick. See if we can get in with that. If we can't, we will try a Stanley knife blade. See if that is thin enough to remove this cap. So let's try that. Oh, there we go. And there we go, we've got it removed. Before we go any further, we need to turn off the stop tap. So you've got to find your stop tap and also make sure that the hot water is isolated as well. And this is an unvented cylinder. So if we turn off this stop tap in here, that should turn off both the hot and the cold. Right, just going to use the loop over there. And there we go, we can actually get a turn on that. It's not loosening up much. Oh, there we go, right. I think that's off. So hopefully, there we go. That's both the hot and the cold off. We'll leave that open. I'll turn this one on. Go, that one's that. Right, now we can start to take this apart. So let's look at the instructions. Hey, so this is something a little bit different. So this is a locking ring. So it says turn it anti-clockwise, and that unlocks it. So now that comes off. So it's going to put that there. I want to keep all of our parts together. So now the rest of this should, I believe, pull off. There we go. The majority of that is off. We should be able to just remove this cover plate here, which exposes the shower valve behind. If we go any further, we want to actually have a look at this cartridge and go, well, yeah, that definitely looks the same as that one. Now, you see you've got red tabs. Now, this is a locating pin here, so it should be fairly straightforward because that means that this cartridge can only go in one way. So these two are filters, and so we need an Allen key. What size Allen key is that? I don't know, it's the blue one, a blue Allen key, that's what you need. And these should turn anti-clockwise to twist out. Oh, there we go. Let's get one out, and we'll take a look at the old one. Okay, well on this model, it's obviously different models, but this model has a different gore strip. But we'll take them out, we'll check them out, and we'll just clean them up just in case they've got covered in lime scale. But all we're going to do is we're just going to pop that one back in. So let's remove the old cartridge. We're going to need a set of spanners. We're just going to put it around this part here. Now this should just turn anti-clockwise until this cartridge is free. There we go. That cartridge can now come out. Okay, so you can see that the cartridge looks the same. We've assembled it in the same way. This part is separate to that part. I'm just going to push that in. There's our retaining section there. So just going to line that up and push that in there. Turn this clockwise, that should lock it all back in place. There were shower valves, we're not going to over tighten them. That is enough. They've always got nice, decent, big O-ring seals on these. So now we have to put all of the frontage back together. So I think what we'll do, we'll start with our cover. And that just goes on like that. Put this like temperature ring, which shows you the indication of the temperature. Now you can see got cutouts. This is only going to be able to go on one way. So there we go, that's that one in. You can see you've got these pins here. So they're going to go through those two holes there. So far, pretty self-explanatory. Next part, you can see that black bit there has to line over with that. Turn that so that everything lines up straight. Now we've got to put back on this locking piece. So, if I remember rightly, that pushes on, and now to lock it, it should twist clockwise. Right, so that should push on, and then twist clockwise. Now that is locked in place. So it should be everything on. Now before we start putting the rest back together, because this can be a bit difficult to get off, we're going to get the water back on and we're going to get it tested first. Okay, so the water should be back on. Just get rid of any air in there. So there's our shower there. It's got a diverter on here for rainwater or normal. So let's turn it on. And it comes on. So we're going to go from cold. Check that this is cold. And then we're going to run it up to hot. Why is that spinning all the way? Okay, that's not right. Okay, something's not right there. This piece goes on there. Now, that was the piece that was missing from the situation. I don't know how, but it rolled under there. So I'm going to put this all back together now. So that one on there. Just line that up, push that on. Oh. Okay, so it sits in there. Now it's got locating lugs. Right, there's only one way that that can go in. Right, so that's obviously the stopper there. And there's something there that engages as well. So, now we got it sorted. Let's put this back together. So that goes in there. Just check. Oh god, what have I done there? Took me a little minute, but basically there's a red tab. Ooh, see there's a red tab there. And there's this piece here, so that has to go over the red tab there. Now that is what moves that red tab round, which is the heating controls. Now we need to put this retaining ring in. So that has to obviously line up somewhere. How does that go? So those two there. And then those two line up there. Okay, right, for the last time, that goes on there. That locks in place there. Right, now we should be able to turn it on. So that one's on, that one's temperature control now. Okay, that is, with one hand put your finger in the water, and then with the other hand you can adjust this temperature. So it's colder, I should feel it getting colder, yeah, and hotter, I should feel it getting hotter. And we're just going to cycle through that a few times, make sure it's all nice. So I'm happy with everything. Now if you do want to adjust the temperature, you put a very small little hex key all the way through, and each turn will change it 1 degree. So turn it right, let me show you the instructions. So we go, 2.5mm hex key, put it straight through the middle, and then you can turn it left or right. There you go, A quarter of a turn is approximately 1 degrees. So you can just find your desired temperature. So turn it onto the max and then you adjust it inside whilst holding your hand over to get the right temperature, or thermometer, whatever, I don't care. Right, that back on there, job done. So there we go, jobbed. So, interesting little cartridge, not done one before. Sometimes that's the best videos to watch, is ones where you see people make a couple of little mistakes that you would probably make yourself, and it gives you a better understanding then. So hope that's helped you if you was searching this video to find how to do one of these. So if you like this video and you want to see more of this sort of stuff, hit that bloody thumbs up. Just hit the thumbs up. You'll get plumbers in your algorithm. Or you can subscribe if you're like me. If you're like, oh, that Professor Plumb, he seems like a right nice guy. Hit subscribe, do all that. Peace out, love you. See you later, bye-bye. My new plan is once a week, I'm going to try and do a how-to video. So how to blah blah blah. Now if you go on my channel and you look at my top viewed videos, they all start with the title how to fit blah blah, and go on. Whoa, how did you fucking miss that? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a how-to video every now and again, which I know don't get you subscribers and all that stuff, but get good views, so that's cool. And then it makes it really good for if you're searching something and you want a specific product code and you're looking for a specific thing, so like shower valves or a pump or whatever it is, I'll put the product code and everything in, and I'll put them all in the tags, so like when you search a product or a product code, it will come up with my video of me fitting it. So I'm going to do that once a week. They're not going to be as like vloggy as the actual vlogs. There you go. But yeah, so I'm going to do the normal vlogs. So the plan is, this is my plan. Monday, whatever the hell I'm doing on Monday, could be anything. I'll try and book in an interesting job for Mondays, and then what I'll do is I'll do a how-to video as well sometime in the week, and then on a Friday I'll try and do loads of little jobs all put together so you get a nice long video, so everyone gets what they want. How-to videos, silly little vlog videos, and big long videos. So be good. If I could stick to 3 videos a week, I'd be pretty happy with myself. So there we go. Anyway, there's your little bonus video.